It's
coming soon. We're gonna make a cookbook. It's gonna be macro friendly. It's gonna be the best food that you've ever had, probably.
It'll be so easy.
And you won't have to eat liver or salmon eggs.
Or you can.
But you can if you want to live primally.
Just straight to the fish and suck it out.
Just put a fish over your head and suck out. Exactly.
Out of the water, suck it up.
Okay.
Imagine being that fish, like you just got pulled out of water.
No.
Like some
the
monster
liver king just grabbed me. He's gonna suck my babies out of me. Well, we're back. Another episode. We took a week off because we traveled to New York to see family, but
Great trip.
Phenomenal trip. Very short trip. But I have a very special guest tonight, and I was doing a live last night, and I was describing Jonny because I'm saying he's going to be on the podcast tomorrow, and I was describing you as like the only person that I would consider working out with. Like I don't like working out with people.
My fat ass?
Yeah. This is my friend Jonny. Probably the best, newest like friend edition in the past.
He's trying to make me cry on film.
Yeah, in the past year. I mean,
I think this.
But I was also telling him you're like the funniest person I know, which is super intimidating. So, we'll see how this goes. But ladies and gentlemen, Jonny, the Donut Man. What's your title?
I don't know. I don't really work right now. Dad?
Farro is the last name.
Little meatball.
Jonny Dad Farro.
Yeah.
Jonny Little Meatball Farro.
Little meatball.
Yeah, and so you have a donut shop. Well, you don't have a shop really, but you make donuts.
Make donuts.
The best donuts in Nashville. That's my opinion, and I think a lot of people would agree with that.
Oh yeah. Best
donuts in Nashville. Yeah. Okay. Right now. Yeah, but I think it's good that you're not making them right now because I'm eating like 2,100 calories a day. So.
Is that a lot or a little?
That's very little.
Oh, it is?
It's very little, yeah, for me. So I'm glad that you're not making donuts, I guess.
What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to, get shredded, bro.
Me too. Nothing works, dude. I got these new pills from Carrie Underwood. They don't fucking work.
Who's the Carrie Underwood's pills?
Carrie Underwood.
Underwood's pills.
Carrie Underworld. She's really good. I don't know what it was. She's selling a keto pill now.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, Connie told me.
This is real.
Yeah, she's on.
Oh, I thought you were joking.
Connie's like, she's selling a keto pill. That's how she lost all the weight. And I was like, yeah, it has nothing to do with.
So she took a pill that was.
Cook all her meals.
What does that mean, though? She took a pill that was keto.
It's called keto. It has her name on the pill bottle, which is cool.
Right, but I'm just thinking about the keto diet, which is just like basically no carbs, right? It's just fats. Know. So is it like I
think it puts you into ketosis, apparently.
Really? Just one pill, and you're in ketosis.
I'm sure you have to drink at least 3 a day.
Okay.
It helps that she has a ton of money. And has like a personal chef. Like one for lunch, one for dinner.
Yeah. That's going to help your diet.
That should help you.
Yeah.
You can literally pay someone to make sure you pretty much work out for you.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with it. She says a new pill.
Right, but that's what she's selling. Which we should. I got to do some research
because ashwagandha or whatever it's called.
Right. It's just her own proprietary blend of 2 basic substances. How do you eat your own donuts?
Obviously, look at this.
Right.
No, yeah, it's my favorite thing, honestly. Sundays when I was not working, after the shift, and I wake up,
just eat your own. Just eat your own donuts.
Yeah, I got it to the point where I love them so much now. I really do miss them so much.
So how much, how do you stay in shape or not get huge when you're eating your own donuts all the time?
A fraying thread of genetics right now.
Genetics is keeping you together.
I'm seeing the small thread. No, I mean I was working out a lot last year.
Yeah, I mean, when I moved here, we worked out quite a bit together.
Schedule so much that it totally screwed me up. So
I have noises programmed in, but we can't actually hear them. Yeah, it's hard.
You kind of got to use like your.
Yeah, well, I used to know what they were, but now I forget. I don't know what that would be. It's gonna be really long.
Sounds.
I don't know, but it's so hard when you have a schedule change like that.
I did a good 3-day streak, and then like I was so sore today.
Yeah, so you started working out again.
Yeah.
Doing a home workout with kettlebells, and you got a Peloton.
Terrible form. Probably hurting.
No, I mean with kettlebells, I feel like you don't even. No, I
definitely hurt
There's
myself.
No form.
My right titty today was like.
You're just sore because you started working out again.
It was like the right boob was, like, just like still felt swole. You know, like
yeah.
You know when you feel pumped.
Yeah.
Your like muscles feel pumped. It still does. You can feel it right now on here.
You're still sore.
No, it's not still sore. It's like still like inflated. Like I looked in
it's
the mirror
inflamed.
after a shower. It's like my right boobie was bigger.
Really?
Like a D and a double D and a D.
From a workout?
I don't know.
Maybe you should see a doctor or something.
It does not feel right.
That doesn't sound right.
For it to be as inflamed. It's better now after I give it a good massage.
So the answer, I guess, to the question of how do you stay in shape when you make donuts all the time is you don't necessarily.
It's really hard.
Just it's seasonal. Well, you're back.
So we might titty.
we're gonna get that looked at, and we're gonna figure out what's going on with that.
This table at the end.
Yeah. Well, that's
you're gonna be a chiropractor soon, right?
Yeah, I'm actually a doctor. I'm actually a doctor. Because then I can.
That's what people just don't know about you. You're a doctor,
right? I'm a doctor of skeletal popping. It's so funny to me because everyone's like, "Have you seen this doctor?" I'm like, "That guy's a chiropractor." You're a doctor, I guess technically, but
I swear we went to this dude and he was like, "Let me just go to the X-ray machine." It was like
this chiropractor.
It was Connie and I's X-ray. I was like, they look kind of the same. I was like, in my mind, I'm like, he's probably back there as like a template, like female template.
It's not even your.
It did not seem legit. I was like, it almost seemed like it wasn't even plugged in.
Yeah.
It was so weird. And I was like, this seems like.
This is all pretend.
Let alone you walk in and people have like weights on their heads standing there.
Yeah.
And they're like 500 pounds. And they're like.
Trying to crush your skull, trying to crush your spine.
I'm like, I don't understand what any of this does.
No.
Why don't you just stand on top of a moving train? If it's like.
Exactly. It feels much more like a religion than like an actual.
Go stand on an overpass.
Yeah.
Just the traffic will buzz you the same way.
Yeah. And it'll fix your spine. Yeah. We're going to save people money.
Take all the Taco Bell trash in your car.
Yes.
Put it on your head. That'll probably be about 20 pounds.
Yeah.
There's a few tacos you didn't eat in there.
Yeah.
And then
stand on a bridge.
And it's like the same thing for free.
It's for free. Yeah. We tried to get a special guest on the episode tonight. We tried to get him to call in, but the problem is.
You can definitely put a clip.
I'll throw up a clip. Which one? I'll get it all buzzed, or I throw back to him saying Dunedin.
I think Dunedin.
Hello, everybody. On this Saturday, April 23rd, 2022. It's about 12-something here in Dunedin, Florida. I'm just chilling by the Bay of the Gulf here, right next to Clearwater Beach. It's about close to 80. It's a very beautiful day. Nice breeze. So you all have a great Saturday. Take care. Much love from Florida. Much love.
Okay, there's a guy.
Sped up too, so because no one cares.
No one cares. Yeah, exactly.
This isn't only funny to us.
Yeah, this is no one. I think he has like 4,000 followers.
You're like, oh, I feel bad for that guy.
But if you know about Sean on TikTok, then you're much cooler.
He's bussing, dude.
He's bussing. On God.
No cap. On God.
On God.
For real.
His name is
like for real stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
This is me.
Okay, so we're just starting the podcast now.
Yeah, this is me.
Okay.
Now.
All right.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm
good. We warmed up. So Sean, we tried to find his information. You know, the thing on TikTok is like you can follow someone, but you can't message them unless they follow you back, right?
What is this, Bumble?
Yeah, exactly. Just let me message this guy that I want to invite to the podcast. We'll pay him gladly.
That's so good. He could use $50.
Oh, we're gonna have him call in and maybe do his line. But if you don't follow him on TikTok, I'll link his profile because he's probably my favorite. He's probably my favorite TikTok account right now.
Best thing we've found for sure.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because we had never sent any of those clips to each other. We just individually really enjoyed him.
I kind of kept him to myself.
Yeah, same.
For a second, yeah. I was like, you're kind of too great.
He's too precious to share.
I don't know if anyone else will get it, and I just like it.
Yeah.
I just like his like.
He's just flipping people off now.
I can't.
He's going through these different phases, which we get to watch live, which is really fun. Well, okay, you have questions for me.
Oh yeah,
right?
This is This is rapid fire. Ron's rapid fire.
Ron's rapid fire.
Ron is one of my alter egos.
Okay, so you're playing Ron while you're reading the questions then?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a character by Johnny. His name is Ron, and this is Rapid Questions with Ron. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm going to turn this light down. It's really bright.
Ron, rapid fire.
So I'm going to answer the questions very quickly, as fast as I can. Is that the idea?
Not as fast as you can. Just not like
Just don't go on and on about it.
like 30 seconds. Not rapid, just
Like a trailer.
Like we ain't doing a 3-hour.
Like a pre-roll of the trailer.
Yeah.
You know how they do the trailers now? Where they take the fucking
I feel like they're all the same now.
It's like the most,
Same
but
song.
they do a trailer for the fucking trailer now, where they take
What do you mean?
Wait, have you seen this? They take like the
Oh,
5 seconds of like the action, yeah,
they flash the light.
yeah, and then that's the trailer for
Yeah,
the
Top
trailer.
Guns is like that.
Yeah, it's fucking
It's like,
crazy.
yeah, you see like two different like.
It's like
planes.
how
It's like doo, doo, doo,
Yeah.
doo, and then it was like, it's whatever. Like
The
whatever.
intro
I don't
to
even
the
know what else
regular trailer.
happened. I just
Yeah.
remember that
yeah.
seared in my brain, like the shape of.
Well,
a
it's very
snowflake.
effective, but I think that's because we're all getting dumber. Like, how many trailers can we add to trailers before? Like,
Well, it's
what do
like
we
that
do?
new-
What's next? Do we add a trailer to
thing
that
you
trailer?
do Two.
Okay, so we're gonna start the questions with Ron. That's your alter ego,
I can
and
write
go.
like a theme song. Have you ever not showered on a long workout day? Just
Oh,
went to
yeah.
bed.
For sure.
You're disgusting.
I agree.
Just kidding.
I think my wife would agree with you.
I just want to answer the. I'm setting you up each question. You shit on me
You're
every
destroying me.
Does your phone ever autocorrect a perk tit like every time?
Perk tit.
Have you updated? You've updated it, haven't you?
Yeah, I updated it.
Too smart.
But I
How
do
do you
say
know?
I do type Perkfitt instead of perfect. Perfect.
Oh,
Whenever someone
So you're
says
confused.
perfect, I say Perkfitt.
you're all about your brand, dude.
Yeah, I'm just.
You've adhered to Gary V's.
I've sold out. I think.
Why?
I don't know. I just kind of. I don't think when you sell out, I don't think it's like what you go. All right, time to sell out. I think you just like slowly sell out,
Feel
and you
yourself
by the
caring less about the things you did before.
exactly, and then by the time you realize that you sold out, it's like, oh shit, it's been. I didn't
totally
know.
Sold out. There's no joy
But how are you
trying to be
selling
cool
out?
anymore? Or like whatever.
Oh
it is.
yeah, you just want to be a dad.
I just want to be alive and not. Worry about
I just
what everyone
want to
thinks every second of the
exist.
day.
Yeah, not worry about
hard.
what everyone thinks about you, and
Every
how
day.
what you should do and who you should
And
be.
Dumb things. Maybe that's my like.
I think having kids
psychosis.
maybe, but I think having kids definitely
Yeah, you just kind of
puts
like,
things
you
in
get
perspective.
It now.
Yeah,
I still hate dads that wear lanyards on their sunglasses, but
but
I'm not
But we're,
opposed
like,
to
getting-
much else. Like Crocs, whatever.
yeah, sure.
Crocs are cool.
But I
now,
feel like
actually.
we're like the sort of fashion is moving that
Mhm.
direction anyway. So I think we're just
I'm just like
lucky to
I
be a
never
dad
wanted to
right
be
now.
The old guy, that's like not somewhat cool. Like
right.
it looks like
Oh
he's
yeah, it's
trying.
obvious when you're trying. Yeah,
I hate that.
yeah. You don't want to be the
then
dad.
you're, like,
You don't
getting
want to
this
be the
loop
dad
of,
that's
like,
like
I'm
trying to
just
be
not
so cool. Like you're trying really hard to be cool.
Yeah, like
Like saying
what
and
up, fellow kids. I
like,
mean,
yeah, fellow kids. Yeah, fellow kids. Exactly.
I couldn't do that. But then you also just still want to be cool, so it's like, what do you?
Okay, you need to ask me another question.
I have a few more. Follow me, dude.
I'm here.
What if God was really talking about American Idol this whole time?
So the whole Bible,
It was about American Idol.
the Old Testament and New Testament, you have to now think about that through
Prophecies are all about American
the
Idol.
lens of American Idol.
Not through the lens, like
Oh, now
American,
this is the result of.
American Idol's like headquarters
Mhm.
is actually a portal to the next to heaven.
Oh, I see.
Like there's something material, like American.
So how do you get saved?
It's a dumb joke. Before
You
you,
know-
go to YouTube or whatever's
Yeah,
next.
exactly.
It's so dumb.
You know Ryan Seacrest,
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a
of course.
good story about him.
Okay, well let me tell this story.
Actually, go ahead.
There was an episode, I don't know what season, but I'll throw the clip up because it's phenomenal. There's a
High
blind
five.
there's a blind
Best
contestant.
one I've ever seen.
He's a
Yeah.
blind contestant on American Idol.
He goes.
He
for that
does
high
well, or I don't know if he does well or
five.
not,
Somebody
but
else
it's
just did that.
really, but it's the post performance. Ryan Seacrest is like, hey, wait, you made it through. I'm gonna give you a high five. He's blind, like obviously he
He's trying
can't
to
see.
save himself.
His hand's sticking up. Yeah, it's really good. Do you have any more rapid fire questions?
I have a lot. I have like 5 more.
All right, hit me with them quick, and then I'll try to answer quick.
Have you seen how symmetrical Cbum is?
Have you guys seen Cbum and how symmetrical he is? He's very symmetrical.
All I care about.
And, you know, if you split him in half or you put a mirror halfway up his body, you know, it'd be
like if you cut him in half, we might be able to grow.
Another Cbum. Wow. If he's willing to sacrifice himself to make more.
I don't think he would.
But why is the symmetry important? That's for, you know. But that's one of the reasons why I feel like I can't compete, because I have symmetry issues. So I dislocated.
Is this something you guys think about?
For sure.
Wow.
Yeah, you definitely consider that. Symmetry is huge.
You'll awaken to something.
Oh wow. Well, let me enlighten you. When I was I fought a lot in high school, but when
Are you about to tell me it's down to like muscles that pop out that are like?
I mean,
important?
yeah.
Jesus.
On a professional stage.
Get it now.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, I understand.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I got into a fight. I dislocated my elbow. Like I was fighting with someone. I swung and missed and hit a car. And I just had gotten a football scholarship, and my elbow just dislocated.
You hit a car?
I punched a car, and my elbow was dislocated, and I was so scared.
Sounds like a scene from Twilight.
Because everybody, I looked around. It's literally that's where I grew up, basically. It's
really?
like Twilight Town.
That's sick.
I grew up in the middle of nowhere. So I missed. I punched a car, dislocated my elbow. Everybody at the party was just like, everyone stopped what they were doing. It was like record scratch. Everyone looked at me, and they were all just looking at me like their eyes were so big.
You realize
they were looking at, like, I was like, dude, did I die?
These aren't people.
These aren't people.
These are raccoons.
These are NPCs. I've died. That's what I thought. No, but then I looked down at my arm, and my arm was just hanging. So I dislocated my elbow, and it was like only skin and like stuff holding it on.
I'm gonna faint.
Yeah, and so I got so panicked by that. Obviously, I'm like, holy shit, my arm is all fucked up.
Oh.
So I put my wrist between my legs, and I just yanked my arm back into place. And I actually put it back in, and I was like obviously intoxicated, right?
You're like my almost Russian friend.
Yeah.
That sounds like
well, this was
Russian
yeah. This sounds like definitely sounds Russian.
Yeah. We break our bones at parties.
Yeah. Yeah. Fighting a 25-year-old at a
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is that where you're fighting him?
Mm-hmm.
That's the more important question.
Why was I fighting him?
Because he was 25 at like.
Well, he was 25. He didn't go to our school. No one knew who this guy was. He was at a party for a graduation of all of us are there because it's our classmate.
Probably a skinwalker.
He was at the party. No, he was just there. Nobody knew who this guy was. He was clearly, a 25-year-old kid that wasn't in college. He was just like going to the graduate parties, and he was just like swearing at people and like being a douchebag. And I was just like, hey, I'm gonna kick your ass, like you get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, and I'm like, even if I lose this fight, like that's kind of how I was when I was in high school.
Football.
I was just exactly. I was just like, I will not let someone disrespect, someone I know, or like the furthest, like no reason to be actually disrespected. I would be disrespected. I got into a fight with him and then dislocated my elbow, and then I put it back in myself, and I went to the doctor, and they said, because when the next morning my arm was like this big, and I woke up on my dad's couch, and he was like, because he was so mad because I just got a scholarship, which means he doesn't have to pay for my college, or like I don't have to pay for my college. Yeah. Or he doesn't have to like give into my college fund or whatever. I don't know.
His dream.
Yeah. He's like, you did it.
His dream.
Yeah. He's like, I don't have to pay for my son's college. But I went to the doctor, and they said, did you put this back in yourself? And I said, yeah. And they said, you're an idiot.
Oh no.
They're like, there's nerves in there that you could have severed putting it back in there. And you could have lost your arm from here down. Because I was at some stupid, and that was the last fight that I got in. Because that was like.
There's more? How many questions did you get? That's a good question.
There's a lot, but there's not a lot of good ones. How do you consistently feed yourself? I'm 18. Bad appetite. And I struggle to get food in.
That's me too. Please give me an answer.
What do you mean it's you?
It's so hard. Like the hardest thing when I was
is to consume that much food
for 1 week.
Yeah. You did Perkfitt.
I did it 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
It was just hard because then that's when my schedule changed crazy, like right after.
Yeah.
So that's my excuse. Hope it's good enough for you. No, I don't care.
I accept it.
I know you don't care that much, but no, it's so hard. Like I literally live off of less food anyways. Like my problem is probably
Because
just
your schedule's so
the
max.
hours of eating.
Yeah.
Even before.
You just don't have time to eat that amount of food. Is that what you're saying?
No, I just don't feel like the triggers of like I don't feel satiated or not like
Yeah, you're
I don't
not
feel
hungry.
hungry, not satiated. It's like full.
Yeah.
But like I don't feel hungry at the right time.
Right.
Is there a pill?
There's a pill. What's her name makes it? What is her name?
Carrie Underwood makes it.
Carrie Underwood makes a pill. No, it's really hard to. I mean, if you.
Do you ever just force yourself to eat?
So
one
we're
dinner
completely
a day
opposite.
Or whatever.
It's so easy for me to, dude. If I wasn't considering my macros and I was just gonna go through the day and eat whatever I wanted when I wanted, I'd probably eat like 5,000 calories.
But it's hard to eat that much food. Like when
It really is.
when you gave me my numbers, I was like, this is a lot of food.
I know.
I don't eat this much.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. We're opposite. So I have no issues consuming that like a super high amount of food. I have issues trying to eat less. And I eat really fast, and when you eat really fast, your body doesn't have time to tell you it's full. So like you just keep eating and eating and eating, which is,
So eat as fast as you can or go to therapy.
no, eat as slow as you can if you're trying to lose weight. No, but
it works for you. You look great.
Well, that's because I have to I actually have to force myself to restrict
you have a lot
to
of
eat
things.
less.
You have a job.
Yeah.
And you have a kid.
Yeah.
And a wife. You have a lot
Right.
going on.
But
Gotta
with
eat fast
you,
now it works out.
yeah. But with you, I would say there's a way you can eat foods that make you feel fuller, that take up more, or they make you feel less full, and they take up more calories. So you're gonna hit your calorie intake. Yeah, I was gonna segue into
But
something,
anyway,
but
so
I can't.
you gotta eat the less satiating food. And
So
shut the
will
hell
you
up
eat
and do
them?
it.
Will
It's
you
so
eat them?
hard, dude.
No, you eat the more satiating food with less calories, and that's how you get more calories in. If you're struggling to eat more, if you're struggling to eat less, like I do, then you find foods that make you feel full that
Like
don't take up
oatmeal
as
type stuff.
many calories. Exactly.
Stuff
Yeah.
that expands.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Where you just put a bunch of ice and everything, and it makes you feel full.
You ever do like a cookbook? Like if you're a certain level, you gotta do a cookbook, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like it'd be insane not to.
Right. But
I
what
would
level do you do a
for free
cookbook?
Because
Really?
I have so many good
This
ideas.
is being filmed. Okay.
Like just from cooking that person food that.
Yeah. Johnny cooks an insane dinner, and when he's not cooking it for me, I get really jealous and upset about it.
But I made this one dinner and
Can you give me the recipe?
Yeah.
Oh, Katie had a good question for you.
easiest.
Katie had a good question for you because we didn't talk enough about your donut stuff.
Okay.
Will you give us the recipe for your donut?
Yes. One flour,
Yes.
sugar.
1 flour, 1 sugar.
Sugar, salt, flour, eggs, water, fat.
Okay. Let's do one more question, and then we can just.
Whenever you do a book, I'm gonna help you make some the tastiest meals. Then you'll be
So we'll
then you'll be
collab on-
super expensive. You'll be super rich. I mean,
Yeah. Well, we
if you make good food,
can collab on. So that would be a dream of mine if I
good
could collab
good macro food.
macro friendly, good tasting foods.
It'd be insane.
That'll be the
It
cookbook.
would not be hard.
Well, let's do it.
People it's
Coming
just-
soon. We're gonna make a cookbook. It's gonna be macro friendly. It's gonna be the best food that you've ever had, probably.
It'll be so easy.
And
for
you
me.
won't have to eat liver or salmon
Or
eggs.
you can
But you can if you want to live
go
primally.
straight to the fish and suck it out.
Just put a fish over your head.
Just
And
take it
suck
out
out-
of it, out of
Exactly.
the water, suck it up.
Okay.
Imagine being that fish, like you just got pulled out of water.
No,
Like, some
the
monster
liver king
sucking
just
on
grabbed
you.
me. He's gonna suck my babies out of me. Okay, I got one more question. We'll be done. Hey, you're awesome. I want to cut. Should I lower my carbs or just be in a deficit no matter the macros? What do you think?
My question too. So
Oh, this is also your question?
yeah, I don't want to really gain muscle right now. I just want to cut the fat.
Right. So if you don't care about gaining or losing muscle, right? Which
That was the question, right?
basically.
Yeah.
So
Making sure I'm tracking.
Sure. I mean, if you don't care about gaining or losing muscle, you just want to lose weight, like you just want to see the scale go down, then you just have to be
Slim fast.
fast. Yeah, I mean, you just need to be in a caloric deficit. But what he's saying is, do I need to worry about my macros if I'm cutting? And I think it depends. If this guy actually cares about muscle, like maintenance or loss, then you have to consider your macros, whether you're cutting or bulking. Because if you're bulking, you need less protein and more carbs. But if you're cutting, you need more protein and less carbs. Because if you take more protein when you're cutting, it's going to minimize muscle loss, and it'll get you closer to body recomp.
Think about it like a dummy. Eat the muscles to get muscles.
Eat the muscles to get muscles. Yeah, exactly.
It's weird. It makes it weird, actually.
It is weird when you think about it. When you're like, I need protein. Well, what's protein? And muscles.
I
got to eat muscles to get muscles.
You're eating some, eating
some things.
Something's muscles.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
This is such a bet and a guess, but it's like, I would guess people aren't getting enough protein in their diet.
Most definitely.
At all. I have no idea that it's so important.
I saw some people, I saw some friends recently who were like sort of into fitness. I haven't seen them in a while. They were like, how many grams of protein you eat a day? And I told them, they were like, oh my God, why are you joking? That's so much.
8,000.
And I'm like, no, it's like over 200. Yeah. But they're like, can't believe that. I'm like, well, this is necessary, You
replace, your body is putting things in and out.
Yeah. Yeah, we need more protein. But yeah, I think that's the answer. So
thing is, people like me, it's like me, you just figure out what works for you to keep your pants fitting.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then that looks like skipping probably.
I mean, there's a better way to do it. Like there is a way to like reach your body composition goals that doesn't include you like crash dieting, doing some crazy thing for 30 days straight.
Don't do keto
like fasting.
That'll kill you.
Yeah, like we can actually make a plan for you that works year round. That's gonna get you to the shape that you want to be in eventually. Like it's not gonna happen.
Do it for the cost
we
of
can do this.
4 payments
if you sign up today,
a month.
If you sign up for Perkfitt
After
today,
3 months it turns to $60.99.
Right. All right, can we just? I want you to tell me this story really fast, then we'll end. So I want to ask you.
All you've been thinking about this whole time.
Yeah, this is it. This is this is the finale. So I just want to know like what your worst fitness like related experience has been.
I have two. The two that are tied.
Yeah.
Number one is the more serious one. Was when I was in high school. I took we did bench press. I did bench press.
Yeah.
It wasn't really bench press class. It was it was for the football players to take. But I took it and I was like, yeah, I think I'll play. I just told him I think I'm interested because I wanted to just have something else to do. My friend played football, so I was like, I'll work out with you. Seems cool to do in the middle of school. And so we only did bench press because we're just trying to increase that the weight every time. So our max was so dumb. And I just swelled up. So I got stretch marks right here that just never went away.
Yeah.
That was the moment where I was like, I was so mad.
Because you got stretch marks?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Because I was so embarrassed.
Sure.
Now I was taking my shirt off and I'm like.
You got stretch marks from blowing up your chest so fast.
I always have a nice little layer of blubber because I'm probably from the Italian Alps.
Sure.
My history.
Yeah, because it's cold.
Evolution.
Right.
You need that. So it's.
Okay, and that's tied with what experience?
What's that? It's tied with my favorite experience. My favorite experience at the same time as the worst was that is the sex noises at that gym.
From the gym that we both went to?
Yeah.
The sex noises. Can you describe what that is to the viewers?
Just
listeners.
Well, clapping.
Right, there's a
and hollering.
Yeah, there's a trainer there that claps really loud to encourage us.
Someone yeah, baby. And you turn the corner, and it's not somebody doing they have a jump rope that they're stretching on their foot. You want to find that permissible. You want to walk in and be I'll forgive you if you're pushing something, if you're doing something real.
Okay, so we got to a few fitness questions, I guess, but I mean that was really enlightening. So dumb. That was fun though. But this is what I've been saying since the beginning. This has become just an excuse to just sit and talk with my friends. So
yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks for
big love.
Thanks for taking a break from making donuts right now because I'm not eating a lot of food. So it's been really helpful. Well, with that, I think that's it. I think we're done. I think that we've covered quite a bit tonight, and then I'll play the audio clip at the very end.
Yeah, that's the one to play.
Where
The main
Katie
one
said,
is
well, I
the
always play this one at the end where Katie says, this is a podcast for people who do gym stuff and people who don't do gym stuff too,
Oh,
which is a great
you should double it.
Way
Put
to
it over
end.
your voice that you just said.
Well, maybe I will. That's a good
And
idea.
Each guest says it.
Okay, yeah.
Until you
And
can't
then I'll
understand
just keep looping, playing it over top of it. And okay, so listen for that at the end. It's like a post-credit scene. And with that, I think that's it. I think we're done.
God bless.
God bless.
This is a podcast for people who do gym stuff and
who
others
don't do
do.
gym stuff too.